Yeah.
Video.
Welcome to the Cool Reviews. Step into the scene where the voices stay loud and the vibe stay clean. Talking sports, love, life, what's making the news. If it's happening right now, it's on the Cool Reviews. Welcome to the Cool Reviews. Yeah, we bringing the truth from the streets to the screen, giving game to the youth. Every story, every take, every win, every bruise. Come and vibe with the world on the Cool Reviews. Welcome to the Cool Reviews. Yeah, the mic stay live, where the real conversations help the culture survive. From the sideline talk to the breaking down the wins and losses and the post-game views. He be out with the people, asking questions they feel. From relationships to sports, keep it honest and real. One day it's the finals, next day love advice. Then it's politics talk, giving different insight. In the city where the stories and the energy connect. Every voice got a chance, every story get respect. Laughs and debates, yeah, the dialogue strong. If it's trending in the world, it's part of the song. Welcome to the Cool Reviews. Step into the scene where the voices stay loud and the vibe stay clean. Talking sports, love, life, what's making the news. If it's happening right now, it's on the Cool Review. Welcome to the Cool Reviews. Yeah, we bringing the truth from the streets to the screen, giving game to the youth. Every story,
Hey,
every
Reggie.
win, every bruise.
Go
Come
on
and vibe with the world on the
Instagram,
Cool Reviews.
and you
From
can
the block to the spotlight, now the
you can share the
platform
video
wide.
right now with your
Camera
friends.
on the street with the people outside, talking life, talking dreams, talking wins and the pain. From a first date story to a championship game, catching all the angles, every moment, every view. From a breakup conversation to a headline news, keeping it fun, keeping it fresh, letting real talk flow. Every interview a vibe, let the whole world know. It's the sound of the culture when the questions get deep, turning everyday voices into stories we keep. So when you see the camera, better come with your truth. You already know the name, yeah, the Cool Reviews. Welcome to the Cool Reviews. Step into the scene where the voices stay loud and the vibe stay clean. Talking sports, love, life, what's making the news. If it's happening right now, it's on the Cool Review. Welcome to
We
the
got my
Cool
boy
Reviews.
Jason the
Yeah, we
barber in the
bringing
house.
truth from the streets to
Yo,
the
yo,
streets.
yo,
We got
yo.
Richie in the house. Got a new face, a new name in here for the night. And of course, got the Cool Reviews. Yes, sir.
I don't know
How
what's
everybody
Sean.
doing tonight?
What's kind of hit me up? He had his daughter's game,
buddy.
his daughter's thing or something.
What's
Tim.
up? What's up? Hold on. I can't hear y'all. I can't hear y'all. Let me see what's going on. I can't hear nothing from y'all, but it might be on my end. I'm trying to be out. What's cracking? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, y'all can hear me. And I be having
into the historical context of colonialism in the Caribbean, the history of slavery in the Caribbean.
But y'all go ahead and introduce yourself. Let them know who y'all are. Why? Figure out why I can't hear y'all now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Cool Reviews, can you hear me? Right now, he has technical difficulties. So, I'm Jason from jasonlwest.com. Introduce yourself, Reggie.
Historical context of
Name speaks for
colonialism.
itself. Name is Reggie. Just came to join the topic of conversation and share ideas and see where we can disagree and agree and see what we can make a positive impact out of it.
Yeah, we're gonna start to discuss the Bad Bunny. What's his name? Bad Bunny halftime stuff.
Bad Bunny, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I hadn't even hardly really ever heard of Bad Bunny before. Like,
I mean, I've heard of him, but I can't tell you one of his songs though.
But he don't speak English, so I mean that's we.
Yeah, but they say he's world renowned, and like he's really a big artist around the world.
Yeah, he may be, but for the he can't speak no English. I don't know how you can be big here, but hey, I don't understand.
It's a lot of Spanish speaking people here.
That's true. But I know a lot of Spanish speaking people, and they say his Spanish is the equivalent of like a mumble rapper. Like, so they didn't really
Oh,
know what he was saying either.
oh, damn.
He
Oh,
he was rapping is the equivalent of how we would say we trying to listen to what's a mumble rapper that you can't really, Lil Baby or something like that. Sometimes you don't understand what he's saying.
yeah.
Young Thug.
I don't understand none of these new rappers. They be saying.
Young Thug is speaking English, but you a different
Yeah, yeah.
kind, So
So we're going to talk a little bit about Bad Bunny, a little bit about parenting, and a little bit about manhood.
All right. Well, shoot, I'm gonna go ahead and play this video.
All right. See what she talking about.
Political references in this halftime show that really got me. So, starting off, we're in the sugarcane fields of Puerto Rico, just diving right into the historical context of colonialism in the Caribbean, the history of slavery in the Caribbean, the exploitation of our land and our natural resources for the economic gain of the empire. Now we're in New York City, Nueva York. And then Benito just waltzes up to go take a shot with who? Toñita. Who's Toñita? This is a real Puerto Rican woman who lives in Brooklyn and owns something called the Caribbean Social Club, which is one of the last standing Puerto Rican establishments in Williamsburg, which has been a hugely gentrified neighborhood of New York City, which was always traditionally Puerto Rican. She herself has almost been kicked out many times, but refuses to sell. She's an icon of fighting
can y'all hear what she
gentrification
said?
in Nueva York. The part of the show that hit us Boricuas the hardest. Ricky Martin.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Reggie?
Y'all hear what she's saying?
I can hear you. Can't hear it?
I can't hear a word she's saying.
Oh, he said he can't hear it. Cool.
I
But
don't know. Yeah. It was coming through clear on my end.
Me
okay.
too, but what I did notice is that the it was off. The video was off. Her voice was ahead of the video because it wasn't showing exactly what she was talking about at the time.
It's fine. I'll follow along and kind of read into it.
Try run it back, man. See if you can get him. We can hear it.
The political references in this halftime show that really got me. So, starting off, we're in the sugarcane fields of Puerto Rico,
Good at first. Now I
diving
can't.
right into the historical context of colonialism in the Caribbean, the history of slavery in the Caribbean, the exploitation of our land and our natural resources for the economic gain of the empire. Now we're in New York City, Nueva York. And then Benito just waltzes up to go take a shot with who? Toñita. Who's Toñita? This is a real Puerto Rican woman who lives in Brooklyn and owns something called the Caribbean Social Club, which is one of the last standing Puerto Rican establishments in Williamsburg, which has been a hugely gentrified neighborhood of New York City, which was always traditionally Puerto Rican. She herself has almost been kicked out many times, but refuses to sell. She's an icon of fighting gentrification in Nueva York. The part of the show that hit us Boricuas the hardest. Ricky Martin.
Quieren quitarme el río y también la playa. Quieren el barrio mío y que abuelita se vaya. No suelte la bandera ni olvide el Lelolai. Que no quiero que hagan contigo lo que le pasó a Hawái.
Ricky Martin from Puerto Rico just sang a Bad Bunny song saying, I don't want to happen to us what happened to Hawaii. A blatant call for independence and sovereignty and decolonization of Puerto Rico. And then we go straight into this. actually simulated the problems with our power grid in Puerto Rico, which is a direct consequence of us being a colony, and the privatization of our power grid by the USA. Then Bad Bunny emerges from the fields carrying the Puerto Rican flag, but not just any Puerto Rican flag. This is the light blue Puerto Rican flag, which is the original colors. And this is the flag that they banned. And that we were only allowed to get our flag back when they changed it from light blue to that navy royal blue to match the blue in the American flag. But by waving this flag, this is our original flag. Again, referencing.
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah, the voice.
Our own sovereign.
Hold on.
Yeah.
What she's saying out her mouth, it's on time here on YouTube, but on our video on our computer, it's not. She's not on time.
Oh, it might just be a delay somewhere.
Yeah,
That's all.
Reggie, you got your YouTube. I mean your phone.
Because
Yeah.
it's
Oh.
not gonna sync. It's not gonna sync between hear it though. They'll be fine.
I mean, it might be matching on the YouTube, but I'm just saying on here it ain't.
Is how can somebody was asking me? They want to watch. They want to watch. Is there any way they can just watch?
Let me. I send you the link right now.
Or yeah, right at the I'm finna let me.
I'm finna send him the link.
Context of colonialism.
Yeah, I'm listening to it back on YouTube. Everything is good on YouTube.
It's on time on YouTube. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's probably throwing Reggie off. It's throwing me off up here. But I got it on YouTube too. I can't hear it on YouTube though. I can just see. I can hear it on here, and what I'm hearing from her on the computer is matching what I'm seeing on YouTube, but it's not matching what I'm seeing on the computer. That makes sense.
Yeah, but hey, just listen to it however you can, and I'll just patch in whenever you want me to, and we could just talk about it.
All right.
Yeah, that's all. That way, you know.
But Reggie, can you hear her? Can you hear her at all?
Nah, not right. I can't hear her at all. But it's fine.
Well, it's on mute right now.
No, I'm talking about a while ago. Could you hear it before we stopped it?
I heard a little bit and then it stopped.
Okay, check this out, Reggie.
References.
Mute this from Reggie and then watch it on YouTube until we come back on.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
Bag it up just a little bit because Reggie can hear it.
In the Caribbean, the exploitation of our land and our natural resources for the economic gain of the empire. Now we're in New York City, Nueva York. And then Benito just waltzes up to go take a shot with who? Toñita. Who's Toñita? This is a real Puerto Rican woman who lives in Brooklyn and owns something called the Caribbean Social Club, which is one of the last standing Puerto Rican establishments in Williamsburg, which has been a hugely gentrified neighborhood of New York City, which was always traditionally Puerto Rican. She herself has almost been kicked out many times, but refuses to sell. She's an icon of fighting gentrification in Nueva York. The part of the show that hit us Boricuas the hardest, Ricky Martin.
Quieren quitarme el río y también la playa. Quieren el barrio mío y que abuelita se vaya. No suelte la bandera ni olvide el Lenolai. Que no quiero que hagan contigo lo que me pasó a Hawái.
Ricky Martin from Puerto Rico just sang a Bad Bunny song saying, I don't want to happen to us what happened to Hawaii. A blatant call for independence and sovereignty and decolonization of Puerto Rico. And then we go straight into this. Actually simulated the problems with our power grid in Puerto Rico, which is a direct consequence of us being a colony, and the privatization of our power grid by the USA. Then Bad Bunny emerges from the fields carrying the Puerto Rican flag, but not just any Puerto Rican flag. This is the light blue Puerto Rican flag, which is the original colors. And this is the flag that they banned. And that we were only allowed to get our flag back when they changed it from light blue to that navy royal blue to match the blue in the American flag. But by waving this flag, this is our original flag, again referencing our own sovereignty. I want to talk specifically about the political references in this halftime.
All right, all right, all right.
Yes, sir.
So is Bad Bunny more of a political type of artist or something?
No, he just been known to be kind of vocal about it from time to time.
Because I think they also brought out Cardi B, I think. Because I guess she Puerto Rican as well.
I didn't know that. I didn't catch that part.
That's what I was hearing, that Cardi B was also a part of the show.
Yeah, I didn't see that part. Yeah,
Yeah.
where Reggie at?
Yeah, he right here.
So Reg, what you think about that video, man?
Hold on. All
I can't
right.
hear him.
Yeah, I caught the tail end of it, so I really didn't get too much feedback from what she was saying. To be honest, I would have to go back and look at it again. I could.
Yeah.
Was she for it? Was this a pro bad?
It looked like it might have been a pro, but she kind of she really didn't, you know,
Yeah,
she really didn't, couldn't tell where she was, but it looked like she might have been trying to. It seemed like she's Puerto Rican,
yeah.
but it seemed like she really didn't want to lean too much either side.
Yeah, that's kind of what I got from it. Is that she? Oh yeah, it was kind of vague
Yeah, it was vague
what
to me.
side she was leaning on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of vague, but
But the information that she gave was it was good.
yeah.
She broke that mug down.
So how do y'all feel about the NFL halftime show? Last year it was Kendrick Lamar. It was political in a lot of ways. Then this year Bad Bunny went political. How do y'all feel about the direction of the NFL halftime shows? Are y'all cool with the what some will call it the woke halftime show?
Well, I told them last year after that Kendrick Lamar show, and I said, y'all know what, this, that's not what that platform is for. That's what I told them last year. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give them the same smoke this year. You know, I just think I kind of think it's kind of disrespectful to the fans, and to whoever that might be in disagreement with them politically and socially. They came there for football and entertainment.
Facts,
They
facts.
didn't come there for a political show, and that's what Kendrick Lamar done last year, and that's what he just did this year. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I gave all of them the smoke last year. They want to argue with me at the barbershop about Kendrick Lamar and his performance and stuff, and all the symbolism in that. And I'm giving them the same smoke right here for this show.
I see. So this video, DL Hughley shared this video. That dude right there, boy.
That him DL Hughley sharing anything should tell you that's where you start off wrong in the first place.
I like to have a boxing match with D.L. Hughley. Don't like getting in the ring with him with the gloves.
He
Oh,
won't.
I,
hopefully he in good health, man. We might hurt
I'm
the
in
man.
bad health. I'm in bad health. I think we might be a good matchup.
But nah, I think
Look, I'm a 2-time open heart surgery patient. I got
Oh,
bad knees, but I still think I whoop D.L. Hughley's ass.
I think the root of the problem with the Super Bowl halftime shows from Kendrick and moving forward. I mean, Kendrick. I mean, he's a. There's a certain group that even knows two Kendrick Lamar songs, right? So if you was to go back and look at the halftime show from last year and pan the crowd, get a camera and pan the crowd, most of the people just standing around looking, just like who is he? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I think the problem is that it's allowing Jay-Z to dictate these halftime shows in the first place because he's not looking at it from a point of view of everybody of how who who's the primary people that attends the Super Bowl. You have to look at it
true.
from You have to look at it from that standpoint. And this really isn't a black or white or Hispanic thing. It's about a commonality of people that want to see certain people to perform. You could have
Yeah.
easily had Brown perform at at the halftime, and it would have been perfect. Black, white,
Mm-mm.
because everybody loves Chris Brown. He's gonna put on a great show. He's got a great catalog. Everybody knows him. Why not just do that? But he won't do that because Jay-Z is at the forefront of this, and they have an issue. So
Yep.
they have an issue. He's slighted against him, and he's biased.
Yep.
And he's also compromised. Jay-Z is a compromised person, which is how it leads you to get a Bad Bunny. Nobody wanted Bad Bunny there. Nobody. You get a lot of people on the internet now talking about, oh, it was. I've noticed this thing going on. I don't know if y'all noticed this. If you go on your socials, the word vibes have been spread all throughout social media. Now, because you couldn't understand a word that this man was saying, now everybody is saying, well, music is universal. So you don't need to know the language in order to catch a vibes. It was vibes. So the programming has already started with the people who wants to be a part of, I would say, the leftist propaganda. Because let's be honest about it, all of this, anybody who sits up there and say that that was a great halftime show, even though they didn't understand a word the man was saying, they're only saying this because they believe that having Bad Bunny perform was an aggravating thing to people, to conservative people. That's the only thing. I've
Mhm.
noticed that people will always side with things that they don't even agree with, as long as they think that it annoys the other side that they don't like. So that's
Right.
what it is. And so I think
You see it all the time.
show can be saved, but I think you have to get rid of Jay-Z in order to accomplish that.
Mm. Wow. There's an old guy in the barbershop. Was it today or yesterday? I can't remember if it was today or yesterday. And I'm sitting there and I'm doing something on my computer, and he's getting a haircut by one of the guys, and he was talking about the Bad Bunny performance and stuff. I just heard all them talking, and he was like, "Yeah, um, the message was good, and da 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 da." He put out messages, and so so what was the message? And he was saying, breaking down about that this country is for everybody, and this and that, this and that, this and that. And I ain't even say nothing. I went back doing what I was doing.
My question would have been to him directly is, how do you know that? You didn't understand anything he said. So how do you know what the messaging was? Because he had a few signs and things and a bunch of people on stage. If you go and
Yeah.
look at the lyrics of what he was singing about, it was complete degeneracy and debauchery. The whole entire song was about just, hey, I got 4 girlfriends. I want them all VIP. I mean, it was terrible. I mean,
Oh yeah, that's what it was about.
oh, so they translated. When I see a guy on Instagram, he translated the entire concert that he did into English and was singing it in the same cadence that Bad Bunny was doing. Oh, it was some of the worst lyrics that you could ever imagine.
For
Lyrics
real.
lyrics that they wouldn't have allowed if it were in English. They wouldn't have
Oh
allowed that.
wow.
Spanish, It gets you to being like, oh, okay, we have to be inclusive because these are our brothers and fellow Americans, the Puerto Ricans. Listen, this is another thing that bothers me about the Puerto Rican stuff. Puerto Ricans are not Americans. Puerto Rico is a territory of America. It doesn't make them Americans. The people that live in Puerto Rico, they cannot vote. They don't have certain rights that we have here in the U.S. It's a territory. So just because you don't need a passport to get over there and things like that, it's not a state. So that's what people need to understand. They have their own heritage, their own culture. I've been to Puerto Rico, and it's a beautiful place. I love Puerto Rico and Puerto Ricans, but there's still a separation. They have certain things that they do in their territory, country, whatever you want to call it, that doesn't correspond with the U.S. So you can love Puerto Ricans in Puerto Rico and still understand these two distinct facts. So and this goes to another thing, this inclusivity. It's a way to hit you over the head to try to make you agree with illegal immigration. That's really what all this comes down to.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
It was a whole
it's a
political.
it's a ploy to say, hey, love is the great. Not first of all, none of these people love. They hate people that think differently from them. So it's
Mm,
never even hear. Whenever I hear anybody from the left side talk about love, I just completely ignore them because those people,
mm,
every has the ability to hate, and we've seen it. I'm sure you guys have seen it, especially as black men that tend to lean conservative. You see it. So there is no love. There is a fine line that people just have to draw the line, and the Super
Corey,
Bowl is a great indicator of the line that's been drawn. You see, it was people that was tuning out. I didn't watch it, but I also didn't watch the other alternative halftime show either, because I didn't. For me, it's not a political thing. It's just that I don't want to see a guy that I can't understand what he's saying, because and I'm gonna let you guys have it. But I'm gonna end with this. Imagine listening to a guy you don't know what he's talking about in his songs, and you sitting up there bobbing your head to it. You got your kids in there dancing around to it. He could have been saying anything. Keep in mind, this is the same man that gets up and drag and dresses and talks about homosexuality. All these kind of things that I don't agree with. So then
mm,
I then listen to him and then think this is a great thing when he could be talking about anything and I'm dancing along to it and say, hey, it's the vibes, y'all. That doesn't make sense to me. People who
right.
did that doesn't make sense.
Huh. But you put my mind on some stuff because a lot of us Americans don't understand how the who is he talking about? What is this guy talking about? What is this guy talking about? Puerto Rico people do vote in our election. And that's what I
No,
was just going to talk about because I
no,
don't know if they vote in our election or not. I don't know if they're considered U.S. citizens. So how does that work?
Puerto Ricans that live here, of course they can because they are U.S. citizens. I'm talking about the people that are not have citizenship here, the ones that in Puerto Rico live in Puerto Rico, don't live in the U.S. No, they cannot vote in the U.S. elections.
He said Puerto Rico people. So let me ask ChatGPT. Baby, ask Grace do people that live in Puerto Rico vote in our elections? Yeah. Uh, yeah. So you was cooking a while ago. You pretty much along the same lines that I was thinking on. Like you said, it was a whole political ploy. That's what I got out of it.
It was
Cool
definitely
reviews. Cool reviews. Are you talking? Cool reviews. Say something. We can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, okay, okay. I thought you. I seen his lips moving. Huh? All right. My wife just looked it up on ChatGPT. She said that they do not vote in our election.
thank you. I don't know who that guy was that said that he could.
So Timothy Goss. I know that name. Who is that? They said they do not vote in our election.
And here he goes talking about go do your research. You can't reason with people like
We
that.
just researched it.
You can't reason with people like this.
That's the wrong research.
You know what? He might have just been ignorant to the fact. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know if they didn't. I ain't never put that much thought into it. But I just know that some kind of way they. I always wonder how that stuff worked. What kind of relationship they had to us because they keep saying it's part of America, huh?
If they could, Trump and Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, all of them would have went over to Puerto Rico to politic
Campaign.
campaign. No, they can't vote.
Oh, they're not considered a state.
No, Puerto Rico's a territory.
Just a territory. Huh. Interesting. That's interesting. Well, so that's why. Okay. Well, that's why. How she broke down that video, how they would do it. They talking about in that they was actually expressing in that halftime show about they want their independence back, and they call it they don't want to be a colony no more.
That's what I said. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Puerto Rico. It's a great country, or whatever they want to call it. But yeah, it's a difference between Puerto Rico. That, like I said, they have their own culture, their own heritage, and it should be
Oh,
respected.
what's the difference? Hold on. That don't make sense. So look, check this out. So both of y'all right, Timothy and Reggie. So it says that they can vote in presidential primaries to help choose the party nominees. It says, but if a Puerto Rican resident moves to one of the 50 states, they can vote in the presidential election like any other citizen. So they can't vote. Why don't even make sense?
While
They can vote to pick a nominee, but they can't vote in the actual election. I don't know what they're doing, man. That don't even make sense, do it?
Man, like I always look at it like my situation when I leave the country. I ain't trying to vote in other people's elections.
I
I
don't.
ain't trying. I think what be killing me when we talk about the immigrant conversations and stuff like that is they come over here and tell us what we need to be doing in our own country and how we could do better. And me, I got a smart mouth. I ain't gonna lie. And I'll be like, so won't you go back to your country and implement that over there and
Yeah,
build that up, make that better instead of telling us what we need to do.
that
Go
what
fix
Trump
your
told
shit.
Ilhan Omar. So
You know,
if y'all got all the answers, why is your country a shithole?
They wouldn't.
Uh,
They wouldn't go back to Somalia if they gave them $5 million in Somalian money. They still wouldn't go back.
And that's why
boy, they
I
get
don't
to
know.
talking that language, whatever they be talking, boy, when they was throwing them in them damn vans, shipping them up out.
Mm.
I said, dang, what happened to all that attitude you was having?
Oh yeah, they getting cocky around here. But
They always been cocky.
yeah,
But
I don't know
this
how
is
you can
why I
be
try to
cocky with that
explain.
hairline, but
Man, that's part of the culture, bro. The foreheads. But
man,
now that's what I was telling somebody earlier. I'm like, bro, black people will jump and help anybody that has a problem with white people.
yes.
They'll jump on that bandwagon and hooray and protest, speak out for anybody that's got a problem with some white people doing. But what they don't realize is that, like Charleston White said this once, and it hit me, and it been stuck with me. He says white people have been our number one ally since we've been in this country. And it made me think. I'm like, man, people had us in slavery. And then got to thinking about it. I said, wait a minute. He's absolutely right. Because if you think about it, who has fought with us, alongside us? Who's got sprayed with water hoses? Who's got bit by German shepherds? You all them other, and that's not the problem with black folks have. We group ourselves with every other minority. But which of those other minorities have done all those things for us and with us that white people had done?
None.
None. None.
Which one of them? Which one of those minorities, like, no, on a normal basis, hire and employ black people?
Over,
None.
overwhelmingly them.
But white people do. We can go to white establishment and see black people working.
Man, I know I used to go to dang, what's that sports bar right off of the freeway? Uh shit, man. Bombshells. I used to go to bombshells all the
Uh,
time. And you can literally it was night and day when Hispanics took over management. It literally went from mixed. You had blacks, whites, everybody in there. Then it flipped. All you seen was in there Latinos everywhere. The staff, majority Latinos. The audience, everybody in there, majority Latinos. The music, everything changed. When they come into an establishment, I even seen that at some Williams Chicken.
oh yeah, I've seen it.
At Williams Chicken.
It's a black-owned business.
What happened at Williams?
Dog. Mexicans,
All
they
Mexicans.
got some Mexicans ran Williams Chicken. Where ain't even black folks in there no more. It be Mexicans running that buff.
Take it over.
I know black folks. Now, go to a Pancho's. Go to a they got this Mexican chicken spot. They do got some Mexican fries. Go to any Mexican spot and see if black people running it.
Never. It'll,
Hell,
never,
see if
Tommy's.
anybody, see if they even working there.
No.
it'll never happen.
And I
Not
told her the other day, I said, listen, I said, black people gonna keep on helping all the other minorities fight to push white people out of their own country. I said, then after we done pushed all the white people out, and we sitting here left here with all the other colored people, and then what position you think we gonna be in when we done help them push our number one ally out of this country?
This is what you really can't get people. You can't get people. You can't convince people to understand this simple fact that even during slavery, how do you? This is what I would ask a lot of people, and I have asked, and I don't really get an answer. Who do you? How do you think we got out of slavery? I don't. I don't even want to say we. How do you think our ancestors got out of slavery? How do you think they came out of Jim Crow? Black people didn't have the power to do such as.
Exactly. Man, I had the same. I asked the same question, bro.
I'm
You
not saying
making the same. You making the same point I be making.
two things. This is what a lot. I wish a lot of my brothers and sisters would understand. Two things can be true at the same time.
Exactly.
Did evil atrocities to our ancestors? Absolutely, they did. But it was a good large portion of them that said, "Hey, this is terrible. This is evil. It's against God." Number one, it was white people who were actually following what the Bible says, which led the charge for abolition to stop the slavery from happening. See, a lot, and this goes back. I don't know what you guys about what you think about Christianity or anything like that, but I will say this: a lot of black people are have this mindset when it comes to religion and specifically Christianity. They think it's the white man's religion and things like that, and they try to use that old lie that, oh, they gave us the slave masters gave you that and all that. And
I heard that. I be hearing that.
I would tell people this. This is a simple just think for a second. Anybody who would say this, just think. Name one white man in the Bible. Name one. You
Paul.
There's not one white man in the Bible. None of those men were white. All of them
Peter.
brown people came from the Middle East. Every last one of them. Jews from the Middle East. All of them had maybe my complexion, some darker, some lighter. There were no. So when people say that Christianity is a white man's religion, how can it be a white man's religion when there's no white people in the Bible? Christianity predates all of it. Now they'll try to use this as a way to, as a means to say, "Oh man, you being controlled by the white man." This Christianity is not a white man's religion. It's not. It's everyone's religion. And I bring that up is that the moral foundation led to the abolition of slavery and Jim Crow. If you read the Bible
Mm-hmm.
and you
Mm-hmm.
apply it to life, it shows that all men are created equal. All men. It's written in the Constitution. Now, the people back then didn't live up to that, but they at least put it in the Constitution that all men were created equal. And if you hold to that standard, you will realize that slavery or all these atrocities that happened to our ancestors were wrong, but they were corrected by the people that were actually applying what the Constitution stood for in the first place. So we have to get this anger and this animus that we have towards people who haven't done anything to us. You can't keep looking back on the ancestors and living through them and trying to uh, bring out this outrage towards people that are, like you said, are on your side. There's other
Right.
bad apples in the bunch, but you can't, like what they, you can't throw the baby out with the bathwater. You have to be able to spit the bones out when you eat the fish. And look, man, these people are trying to help us. It's if everyone just applied the same standard across the board and get the hatred out of your heart, you
Hatred.
good in people, and we everybody could live peacefully, and not this whole racism thing. And I hate the white man holding us down, and you know how it go.
Hey, cool reviews.
Yes,
You got
sir.
that video? Uh, you got that video where what's the name went in on Nicki Minaj, Joy Reid?
Ugh.
Did you send it to me?
Nah, pull it up.
Okay. I'll
I'm gonna
look
use
for it.
restroom while you look. I'm gonna use restroom while you look for that.
Yeah, I'll look that up.
Yeah, man, they turned on her quick.
Yeah, like let me pull up. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna have to pull up TikTok. I don't know why I keep pushing that. When I pull up TikTok, I'll be able to find it. Joy Reid and Nicki Minaj. So for some reason, I don't know what it is. What's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah. For some reason, when I be going between apps, it kick y'all sound out. So I have to like pull up another app in the background that have sound to even hear y'all. I can hear you. I can hear you now. I'm just looking at Nicki Minaj. Man, I never spell Nicki versus Story. And I know they was big mad at Nicki Minaj too.
yeah, they all turned on.
Uh,
All turned on her.
yeah, man, but that's what the culture do. You don't have that mob mentality. They get mad at
Run off their plantation. They gonna send them Negro. They gonna send them slave masters back. Them slave catchers to come get you.
Hey, did you find it?
Hold
You
on,
got
I just found it. Hold on.
all right. They got some black people got this logic where they saying, yeah, you let it if you let them do it to them, you next. You know what I'm saying? And did you see that video where the white protesters was telling the black ICE agent, uh, what are you doing, nigger?
Yeah.
Uh, you're next. You're next. Don't you know you're next, nigger?
And you know what's crazy about that? you could have somebody like D.L. Hughley standing right next to that white person who said that to the black ICE officer. He wouldn't
Yeah,
say nothing. He would
yeah,
join. Probably call him the same thing. He would
yeah,
not as the white liberal. He can't do it.
right,
He People like D.L. Hughley and people and Ricky Smiley and these people, they are controlled by the white liberal. They anything they do, they have to walk lockstep with them. They can't separate from them because even if it's things that they disagree with fundamentally, they all have to agree. Because if you side or try to make it seem like you're siding with Trump or any conservative,
just like they did Nikki.
even with one thing, you
One
can't
thing,
you can't tell me most of these guys believe in the stuff that these white liberals and stuff believe in, but they can't say it out loud because they're controlled.
exactly. You see what they did to Stephen A.
Oh, he, Stephen A. Stephen A. wants to be a conservative so bad, but that's why he's because he wants to be beloved by the culture, but he can't do that if he concedes and say, "Hey, I kind of agree with the conservatives on these issues." This is when he does that, he get attacked by everybody, by people
Yeah,
like and Jasmine Crockett. All these people attacked him, and
right.
he's a coward, so he backed down.
But he invite Jasmine Crockett on his show, and she won't even show up.
She'll never go. Can't go to his show either because she's drawn a line in the sand. So she's not gonna go on anybody's show that has any sort of conservative views, even if they
Right.
are liberal, which Stephen
Right.
A.
She can't support her views.
No.
And what I got my question about Jasmine Crockett for her followers and her supporters, what legislation has she presented?
Her entire presence is based upon being a loud, obnoxious.
Not
Of
realizing that she's being used by white liberals.
course, she's being used. They know that woman can't win. A lot of them have even came out and said, "Hey, don't even bother voting for her. She's not going to be able to win in Texas." And then they
Yeah,
got guys for saying that. You can't say anything like that, but they know none of these people are authentic. All of them know that it's all a lie. Even Jasmine Crockett knows, but she has to play the game. All of it is a game. And
yeah,
conservative
right,
people, Republicans, and it's all a game.
right.
From
You
what
have
I was hearing, they said that the Republicans are actually backing Jasmine Crockett because they know they can beat
Yeah,
her.
they want her to be there.
right.
Yeah, absolutely. Because that other guy she's running up against, that
They
Tyler,
they they gonna help her beat old boy,
yo, yeah,
so they
they
can
are
tear her up in the main election.
they already have played start calling him a racist because he said something about that black man Colin Allred. He said
Yeah.
something. He said he was they said that he called him a mediocre black man or something like that. He was
Mm-hmm.
he was trying to uplift Jasmine Crockett by saying that she's a talented and powerful black woman, and that he would much rather go against the mediocre black man than him. So he messed up by trying to uplift the black woman, but he slipped up, and
Yeah.
they'll attack their own when they need to come up, and they'll
Yeah.
call you the first. It was the first thing they're gonna do. They're gonna call you a racist.
Yeah.
Yep.
White, they call you racist. If you're black, they call you coon, sellout, Uncle Tom. All the names. So it's all the same game, all the same play. That's why I
And
really.
Joy Reid, man, listen, are these people even Christians, dog? That because like they're here to talking about he despised Donald Trump. And I tell the actors dudes in the shout, I say, which one is worse, to hate somebody or despise them? And
Well,
they had debated back and forth about that. I said, I think despise is worse than hate. I said, you gotta selectively pick that word. You know what I'm saying? You digging deep, down deep to use the word despise somebody.
well, go back and look at. I know y'all have seen Malcolm X's commentary on white liberals and how they control the black uh,
Mm-hmm.
comics and comedians, and he made a good point. Black people are the only group that allow people like that are unqualified to make commentary on political issues and societal issues. No other group does this. White people do not allow their comedians, their actors. I mean, yeah, they say stuff, but they don't take them serious. We actually uplift people like D.L. Hughley and
They make them our leaders.
yeah, but right. Who's a white leader? Why do we need a leader in the black culture? We don't need a leader because number one, a leader makes it seem like we're all lumped in. We're the same. This is the problem.
Monolith.
A monolith. So so this is why we have such a problem in our community because anytime a black person says, "Hey, man, I just I just don't get down with what Democrats are getting down with." The first, so before you even have a conversation with that person, the first thing that comes to a black person's mind on the left is,
No.
"Oh man, he's a sellout. He's a coon. He's an Uncle Tom." And so it's like, look at the programming that has happened over time. We can
Program.
have a conversation with each other to at least see what our differences are. To just have a conversation amongst people. We want to immediately go to name calling.
Exactly. And then that's the one other thing I noticed about the left. And they're always gonna be the first ones to go to name calling.
Yeah.
They gonna always go, or they going to rage quit first. Either one, they're gonna rage quit or they gonna go name calling,
I tell you, the
or
first,
they gonna get violent.
yeah, my experience back in 2016, right? Well, I'll give a quick background, kind of how I transitioned from Democrat to where I am now. You
Okay.
know, back in 2008, I didn't vote prior to 2008. Obviously, I'm 41 now, so 2008 I was with 24. So it was my first time voting. Obviously, I was excited about Barack being the president. Having the opportunity to be a president. But I will say, even then, I was still listening to what he was saying. What he was saying in 2008, I agree with. He was against abortion. He's explicitly kept saying that marriage is between a man and a woman. It's no other way. And he was against any other marriage that people tried to bring up. He was against it in 2008.
For
He sound,
5 minutes.
he sounded like a Republican. He just had a D behind his name. The same. If you go back and look at his interviews and his debates, he if Donald Trump said the things that Barack Obama said in 2008, he'd get called a racist, and it'd be the exact same words that
Mm-hmm.
and xenophobe and homophobe and all this stuff. But Barack Obama said the exact same things in 2008. He was talking about immigration, illegal immigrants. Get them out. He said he was getting them out. In fact, he deported more, 3 million. He
Mm-hmm.
deported more, what they call him, deporter in chief. So
Mm-hmm.
he's been able to hide in plain sight and do things that people, I guess, were too blinded to see, or they just didn't care. So I don't know which one it is. So yeah, I was excited. I voted for him in 2008. Great. He did an okay job his first term. Then he started. Then he went for president again, 2012. I didn't vote this time because he started to change.
Mm.
And I noticed. I'm like, whoa. Now he's starting to. He first said he was against gay marriage. Now he's saying he's for it. I'm like, okay, what happened? So I was like,
Right.
I wasn't sold on Mitt Romney. I wasn't gonna vote for him. So I was like,
It's that voter base.
yeah. I just like, I'm not gonna vote. I'm gonna stay out of this. I don't like the way Obama's moving. I don't like how he's going. And we know his second term in office. We already know where that led to. I ain't gonna get into it.
Yeah.
Trump comes in 2016. He was a breath of fresh air to me. I'm like, wow, okay, all right. I like the way. At first, I thought it was a joke. I was like, okay, he ain't gonna win the nomination. You know what I'm saying? But then, as I started, I'm like, okay, I like what he's saying. He's standing up. He's saying the things that I believe in. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Representing something that I think that we need right now. And that's what changed me over time to become. I'm like, you know what? Why am I voting for Democrat? I don't believe in this stuff.
Right.
And it just the Democrats have not. They've become so far left that I don't even think people back in the '90s recognize what a Democrat is today. So
Yeah. They moved way far left.
yeah,
And I didn't catch it. I really did. It really didn't dawn on me until about 3 years ago. I'm like, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? I'm tripping. You know,
To the
and,
point
and
we
I realized
we
that,
at a
that,
point we at a
that
point where you can't ask a prominent Democrat what a woman is, and they won't give you an answer.
they won't answer. That's sad.
Think about how
Hey,
far.
cool reviews. Did you find the video?
Think about how crazy that is. These
Yep,
none.
I got it.
Oh, let's go.
Okay. Hey, I was getting it. Hold on.
No, there's a reason that the other
Turn
side
it up.
is giddy about having Nicki Minaj, a
That's as
rapper
loud
they
as it go.
despise,
Let me
a
see if I
rapper
can
they
find
don't
a
respect,
louder one.
a rapper most of them probably have never heard one of her songs, and if they have, they're horrified. The reason they want her on no, there's a reason
There you go.
that the other side is giddy about having Nicki Minaj, a rapper they despise, a rapper they don't respect, a rapper most of them probably have never heard one of her songs, and if they have, they're horrified. The reason they want her on a leash as their house pet, cuddled at Donald Trump's feet, the reason she is the new house pet is because they need NEED, Black people, to give them cultural cool. Black cultural cool has always been a powerful, powerful element in the country. Candace Owens was brought into Turning Point USA to do that, to recruit rappers, to recruit Kanye West for a reason. It's not like they like rap music, but they needed Candace to do that. Well, Candace has gone off the field. She's no longer playing ball. So since Candace isn't playing ball, they need a new Candace. So they tried Amber Rose, but Amber Rose is not popular enough with Black people, and also says she isn't Black. So that didn't really work. So they moved on to their next gambit, which is to get the Trinidadian who doesn't care about the killing of Trinidadian fishermen, the rapper who hates the female rapper who hates other female rappers, who hates on women who are more popular than her, Cardi B, people who are better at cultural marketing than her. She'll never be Rihanna. She'll never have a brand like Rihanna. She'll never be Beyonce. She's a 40-something-year-old Black female rapper who clearly don't care that much about Black people or immigrants, even though she was an undocumented immigrant. She's the
Hold on. Man, we gotta hold on.
perfect foil to replace Candace. Nicki is the new canvas. They wouldn't want her if they didn't need cultural cool. Their problem is.
Hold on. Hey, man, she going off, dog.
Man,
Yo, we gotta stop there for a minute, dog.
this woman is evil.
That woman,
This is an evil woman.
it was so disrespectful. Not only was it disrespectful, it needs to be the same people. How you gonna call somebody else a coon or a sellout? You selling out this Black woman right now. You cooning on her.
Think about what she said. She called Nicki Minaj a house pet. Now flip the script.
Now let that happen. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
If there had been Megyn Kelly that called a Black woman a house pet, oh, it'd be World War III.
Thank you.
She can say this and nothing will happen to her. Nothing.
Thank you.
Black people don't care. White people don't care. This how you know these people are disingenuous, they're evil, and they're liars.
Exactly.
She can call a Black woman on national television a house
pet.
Nobody cares.
But they worried about Donald Trump posting a AI video of what's cutting them face on monkeys that he didn't even post.
That he didn't even post. And that's why I said it's all of his fake outrage, and none of it is genuine at all. Look at this woman, and she can. This is the same woman that was 2 minutes prior to her, Nicki Minaj, being seen with Trump. Probably had Nicki Minaj all in her car on her way home.
Yeah.
She can flip that quick because, again, the Democrat playbook, if Black people get out of line, if they step one toe off that plantation, they have been given orders by the white liberal to go and attack, to beat you down with words and make you submit. That's the playbook. That's how it always has been.
To me, I think all this with her, and now see, Ricky, I think Ricky Smiley is different. Watch me explain this. Her and D.L. Hughley, all this is spurred out of hatred, deep-seated hatred for race hatred against white people. Now, what's his name? What's the other one I said? Ricky Smiley. his is out of ignorance. You know, his is not coming from hate. He just been manipulated when he think he got a victim mindset.
Yeah, he does.
You know, and but her and that D.L. Hughley, that's coming straight from hatred, bro. Everything coming out of hatred.
Yeah. Like it's crazy to hate somebody like that, and you don't even. I couldn't imagine waking up every day and just being able to pour out hate, and
Bro,
then they try to reverse it and say that their enemies, would be us, to them. I mean, D.L. Hughley and just Joy Reid would see people like us as enemies, and we're not.
right,
I mean, we're just listen. Why can't we just listen? I don't believe the same things you believe.
right.
What's the issue? I think that's the main question I would have. What is the issue? Why do we have to agree? Why do you want me to agree with you? I don't want to live in a world where everybody agrees on it. That's crazy. You have your experience. Everybody's black experience isn't the same experience. It's just not. White people can have their own experience. Hispanics can have their own experience. Chinese and so forth and so on. How come we can't have our own experience? And
Right.
like, hey man, we can still be cool. I don't agree with that kind of stuff. You do? Okay, that's cool. You know what I mean? Like no
Cool
hard.
reviews. What you think about her video?
Man, you know, all I gotta say, only thing she left out, because I agree with everything she said. They ain't gotta go get a woman. The real Trump card, go get the black man. The black man is leaving the Democratic Party in droves.
Droves.
If I was running for a Republican, I would say cater to black men. Because the Democratic Party, they cater to the black woman, the LGBTQ, and they already got their base.
Right.
It's a lot of black men that do not align with the Democratic Party. A lot of black men have now noticed that actually the Democratic Party seems to be anti-straight black man. Let me get it clear. Straight black man. So when you listen to a lot of things that black men are saying that we want today, that we identify with as a whole, we really have more conservative values. And so the only thing I would say is, if they really wanted to tap into the black community, tap into black men. And Republicans will win in a landslide because it's a lot of black men that ain't D.L. Hughley. Because you do got, but like y'all said, there are a lot of black men like Stephen A. that will go in that booth and vote Republican, but I never say it in person.
Bingo.
You know what I'm saying? Stephen A. ain't never gonna say in person, and I don't agree with.
He considers himself independent. What he say?
Yeah, and Charlemagne. You listen to Charlemagne?
Charlemagne
He the same way.
is a closet conservative.
Yeah, he fuck with, and Candace Owens say, and see, the thing about Candace Owens that the Democrats can't talk about is that she married to a white man. They cannot use that. They cannot use that Candace Owens is married to a white man because so was Kamala. So is the other Ketanji
Brown Jackson.
She married to a white man. When you look at a lot of these black women Democrats, a lot of them are either with white men or LGBTQ. I don't know how many, like Jasmine Crockett. What is she? Is she with a black man?
She probably ain't got no man.
Yeah, I haven't seen who she's
One
with.
of them.
She's hiding him, and probably that's smart on her part.
Jasmine, she the type who couldn't keep no man.
But she
she can. She can.
I ain't say she couldn't get nobody in her bedroom. I said she couldn't keep no man.
Say I'll slide in her bedroom at night.
Nah, dog. See, that's our problem, bro. See that? See how you already felt?
Hey. I ain't say I'm voting for. Look. I ring a bell.
That's what I said. I said she can get somebody in her bedroom, But she
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
pick
yeah.
a man.
No, she can get a simp that she can control. She can.
Yeah, I mean, but she's not gonna want him though.
Uh-uh.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
No simp. Yeah. Nah, ain't no simp. She
He'll
not gonna
be
want a
around
simp
just so she can say she got a piece of man.
unless she gets something like what Oprah got, because Oprah been able to keep old boy
He ain't went
hidden for
nowhere.
Would you go somewhere?
hell no. I
All
have me a
that money,
side piece though. I ain't gonna hold you.
Well, yeah,
all that money, should.
they probably on some weird stuff too.
You know,
But
but the way,
okay,
they going at Nicki Minaj, that it ain't right, man. It ain't right. And
but check
next
this out.
they gonna trash her husband.
Wait,
I
wait,
mean
wait.
that
They already have. They already
But
have.
check this out. Check this out.
okay.
Y'all remember when they went after Stephen A. saying that he said something about Jasmine Crockett about a black woman?
Yeah.
See that? It was all about disrespecting a black woman, remember?
Yeah.
Yep.
But why ain't nobody coming after all these people disrespecting Nicki Minaj?
She
She a
not.
black
Oh
woman, ain't she?
no.
Or
See,
they don't consider her a black woman.
It's hey,
now that's when they go Tariq
All of
Nasheed.
a sudden she's a Trinidadian.
Yeah. See, when Tariq Nasheed hollering FBA, Foundation of Black American, that's divisive. But then when it's Nicki Minaj, well, she not one of us. She one of them. Oh, now it's cool when you ready to put somebody down. Now she not FBA.
when had you heard any of these people call Nicki Minaj a Trinidadian until now?
Bro, I swear, this is my first time hearing that.
They never said anything.
When this
Nope.
happened,
They never brought that up.
all these years I've been listening to Nicki Minaj. All these years I've been listening to Nicki Minaj. I thought she's a black woman. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she black, but I'm just saying, a foundation of Black America. I never knew. I thought she's from New Orleans or something with the accent. Hell, I never knew
If
that she was Trinidadian. Nobody
they,
ever said nothing about it.
they would do the same thing if Rihanna. Notice that she tried to big up Rihanna to put Nicki Minaj down, right? But again, let Rihanna say anything positive about conservatives, being a conservative woman, or Donald Trump. If she, all she would have to do is say one positive thing about Donald Trump, all of a sudden she ain't black no more either.
Right,
So you
right.
can't make me believe that these people isn't figuratively isn't this is a plantation. This is exactly what happens. You can't leave. They don't want you to leave. And if you do, man, they coming with that whip. This is
Right,
a
but they calling you to sell out.
yeah, but they use their tongue as a whip. That's what it is now.
Yeah,
And it's just sad, man. I wish it wasn't like that, but man, politics have just it's especially in our culture, man. Like you bear so much responsibility to people that you care about and things like that. You thought people cared about you. I don't know. I can't tell you. I lost friends, family, everything when they found out. Oh man, you voted for Trump. These people still
well,
looking
me and my wife were talking about that. Was that last night, babe? About
at me.
people falling out with their family and friends
Yeah,
behind me. Yeah, me and my wife talking about that yesterday, man. How the people are falling out with family and friends behind. I told a guy in my shop in my chair the other day. I said, man, that man will be gone in 3 years. Y'all just man be gone in 3 years, man.
that's right.
You know what I'm
You gonna
saying?
you gonna ruin our relationship over
Exactly.
over a vote that I made. And personally, I don't even
You're
really like.
right. You ain't even got to. You don't even have to disclose what you voted for.
I don't even really like talking about it. The only problems I've ever had is when people confront me and ask me, or they'll say,
They'll ask you. They
and then
will ask you, bro.
I'm not a coward. I'm not gonna hide from it because I'm not ashamed of what I believe in. So I have no reason to lie to you or anybody else to say, "Oh man, yeah, I voted for Kamala," just to avoid confrontation. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
We all could have done that. Be like, yeah, man, I'm voting. She black. Like, yeah, I ain't voting for that white man, that racist white man. I could have said that and avoided all of that. But
Yeah.
you know, nah.
Yeah. But then people are not being rational about this, bro. They're not respecting your right to choose You know what I'm saying? Who you want to vote for. This is supposed to be a private thing. That's why they have the booth like they got. That's why they make the booths the way they make them. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying? You're supposed to be able to go in there and privately vote in peace, right? For who you want to vote for. You see what I'm saying? That but for you to have to lose family members and friends, that's it's sad. But they claim to be the ones that's about free speech and stuff.
And what do they love to say about love and acceptance and
Exactly.
inclusive.
Inclusiveness, diversity. But you
Yeah,
can't have
diversity,
diversity
right?
in politics.
Yeah, except for politics. You can't be diverse in politics. You cannot.
And at the end of the day, they're accusing Trump and his what they be saying his what they be calling his people. They always got some disrespectful
Oh,
names.
MAGA.
Nah, they be sometimes they got a disrespectful name they use. And anyway, damn, I lost my thought. Oh yeah, if they call him racist, right? And the people that support him, the white people that support him, they call him racist, right? But what I'm noticing, I've been learning. I already knew, but what's really coming apparent is that they're turning out to be more racist than he is because those white people sleeping at night. You know what I'm saying? You don't see them raging about race.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's eating y'all up from the inside. Yeah, obviously y'all got more focus on race than they are. Y'all hating them more than they hate you.
For sure.
You see what I'm saying? And when you hear D.L. Hughley and Joy Reid talk, and then you hear Trump and some of his supporters talk, where you hear the more hatred coming from?
Democrats.
Jamal Bryant called Nicki Minaj from the pulpit a monkey.
Damn.
And you know what?
This
And
is
I bet you he had a problem with that post that they say Trump did the other day.
He did. He made a whole sermon about that and talking about, watch the black Trump supporters make excuses for him. But a week earlier, you called this black woman in the church pulpit a monkey. And you know what his congregation did?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hooping and hollering. And you know who the majority of his congregation made up of?
Women.
Black women.
Yeah.
Applauding a black man calling a black woman a monkey in his black church.
Bro, it seems like it's a lot of them women in that church. They're just waiting there for they turn in line to sleep with that man because he done slept with multiple of them in there.
Oh shit.
After he cheated on his wife from somebody in the church, I don't even know why nobody people still following this man.
Well, it's the black church, man, is fundamentally wrong.
We on a whole other topic now. This is gonna be for another night.
Boy.
You have to wrap all of this up in the Democratic world because the black church is led. They abide under the Democratic leadership. They are part of the problem.
Well, not just that.
For that another time, but I have a lot to say about that.
Yeah.
Most black churches are pulpits for the Democratic Party.
We can do a whole show on that. They're like they was mad at Drewski the other day. I like what
Geno Jennings.
Geno Jennings, yeah. He spoke about that the other day.
He said he ain't talking about me.
He be killing them.
He said he talking about them.
Yeah. Bro, you know what's so crazy about the whole Drewski thing? It didn't take no creativity for him to do that.
Mm-mm.
All he had to do was mimic. Everything he did, I've seen them preachers do.
I've seen it.
He didn't even have to create. He didn't have to make this stuff up.
That was the easiest skit that he ever did.
Easy to write.
Easy. He'd be like, "Oh, okay, yeah, clip that. We're gonna put
Only
that."
thing creative he did probably when he was said, oh, he walking on the blood of Jesus and raising red bottoms up. But yeah,
It's funny, man. I mean, listen,
it was funny as hell.
people. If it wasn't true, nobody would have gotten upset about it. It's the fact that it hurt. It's true. The truth
I
hurt.
can believe Joy Reid, man. I mean, I can believe from her, but I'm just saying
Oh,
overall, it just don't make no sense for a black woman to cut that woman down like that and come after that woman. She heralded every insult. And let me show you something. I'm gonna show you something else. I gathered from that. She's jealous of her.
of course she is.
She's jealous of her. And, you can't speak about somebody like that just because they supported a politician that you think is racist.
That
You
you
cannot get you can't get from there with a woman, two black women. You can't get from there to where all that was coming out of her just for that. You know what I'm
I,
saying?
I agree. It's like if me and one of my best friends we fall out, and then all of a sudden because we had a little misunderstanding, a miscommunication, I start telling his deepest, darkest secrets and exposing him to the world and all that. I'm like, man,
Yeah,
was you really my friend, bro? To really do me like that?
exactly.
We had a
He
disagreement like that.
started doing all kind of insults about you
Yeah.
and
I'm like,
all
damn.
this stuff. Like, wow, where all this coming from? Yeah.
I'm like, okay, all right. So yeah, the truth has revealed itself a little bit, huh? But
Yeah.
yeah, it's like that, man.
Come out of jealousy, bro. And and she's that hatred for Trump and yeah, this stuff don't make no. And you know what give me about them? They were totally ignored. They called this man racist, and they will not take into account nothing this man has done for black people or with black people over the years.
It won't matter.
They won't take into account they just act like this stuff never happened, bro. With Jennifer Hudson family, Michael Jackson his court trial, Tyson, or we can go all day. I seen a video I was be sharing with people on TikTok where this one lady said Trump saved her life. He spoke to her one day. She get he gave her $100 and told her that she's gonna be all right. She was walking. She was on her way to kill herself that day. He saved her life. She's a black woman. You
Yeah,
know.
So,
Go ahead.
hey,
they,
so you had a couple other topics. You
Yeah.
had parenting and a man's responsibility. We got time to do one more. You want to do parenting or a man's responsibility?
What y'all want to do, Reggie?
us do
Really?
man's responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay. Um. I forgot. I think did I see some videos? I forgot where I'm gonna start with that. Um, I think what we were talking about when I came up that topic.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
I'm,
y'all
I'm
got
kind
anything to say on it? I can't remember what I was talking about when I came up that topic. But
of.
go ahead.
What did you think about that video when you sent me a video too where this girl was lying. I think she was a protester or something, and she lied and said somebody did something to her face. Was she a protester or some shit? But
Oh, is that the one where the it was some MAGA people standing outside?
yeah, that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
and she was antagonizing them.
Yeah,
But it was enough.
she drove by with a BB gun or something, some type of
And,
pellet gun. I don't know if it was a paint gun or something, and she shot them people out the window. And
oh,
then
you,
she
you
came
know
back.
what?
Yeah, if it was the other way around, she sure would have got beat up. And all they did to her was Mason.
Dear Warehouse, y'all, how fucking annoying and creepy it is for y'all to fucking sit there and watch a bitch unload her whole motherfucking truck.
Man, that ain't.
Like, that's so
You won't get in that
fucking annoying to me. That is creepy. Like, you just literally stand there and watch me. Literally watch me unload my truck and you're just standing there. And then whatever other truck drivers are in the bays next to me come over there and stand and watch me. Now I feel like a fucking circus freak show because y'all are watching me unload my goddamn truck instead of fucking helping. Like, what kind of men are y'all? That shit blows me. It blows me. Then y'all want to hold small talk. Bitch, I'm working. I don't want to talk about how long I've been driving and do I fucking like it.
Man, what y'all think about that video?
Okay, so this gonna hold another topic. This gonna be about the women. This ain't gonna be about the men. Because they don't have those men don't have no obligation to her. She getting paid the same thing they getting paid, but she want them to help her with her work. Ain't women the same ones that claim that they can do the same jobs we do? They want equal opportunity and equality. You know what I'm saying?
But that's
My
not your
wife
obligation
mentioned
as a that's not your obligation as a man to when you see a woman like that you get out there and you help her. That like we talk about obligations and duties as a man. Even
Well,
if you at work,
come here.
you gotta help that woman. You a man. That is your obligation and duty as a man is to, if need be, crash out for a
We got
woman.
one here trolling. Come here, babe.
You know, so
We're talking about cool reviews is trolling.
you know, see, this is why the black woman is the least protected because black men won't crash out for random black women. This is our duty. As black men, we are supposed to protect the black woman at all costs and if need be by our life. Because see, Malcolm X, you notice they quote this all the time. Malcolm X said the black woman is the least protected. That's what Malcolm X said. That's what they always quote. So our obligations and duties as black men, I'll ask y'all. That ain't what we supposed to do as men.
That might have been true in those days, but it's 2026. I think the least protected is the black man.
Oh shit.
You can't
Oh
say that.
shit.
2026. Yeah, man. That'll get you.
Look,
Yeah, he come after you. Say that. Um.
but don't women want to be equal? Remember, ain't that what they say? So
Yeah.
who's helping those men unload that truck when they
We
pull up?
we getting paid the same wage. So yeah, I can't help you. I got my own truck. I got to do. You know, if you can't do the job, I mean, there's plenty of other jobs that you can do that will suit you. Or
Exactly, because
but this
people
ain't
like
the job.
her
This ain't
are
the job.
in the way. That's one job that she's taking from a man.
And just the entitlement to get on camera and say that, it's just amazing to me. You know what I'm saying? Not only towards yourself saying that, but to post it and to think that you right. That's it. Entitlement is a problem that we have in society. Period. But this just goes to show you right here, man.
Yeah, that was extreme entitlement. And this is these same women like this. That I bet the same woman would say that somebody bothering her if she didn't want to be bothered. You know, with a man. If a man was trying to do something for her or coming up to her speaking, you know, she probably be the same one turn her nose up. You know, leave me alone. I'm good or something like that.
So basically what she was saying. She was a nice looking woman. So if she would have been receptive to a man's advances, if he would have did her job for her, right? But
Oh yeah.
not receptive to the same man if he allowed her to just do her own job.
Right.
You know, a wise man once said, equality feels like oppression when you're used to privilege.
Whew.
Mm. Mm.
Equality means all those privileges you used, that pretty privilege, you don't get that no more.
Mm,
And see that, and
All
that's the
that.
thing. People only want to see the upside of equality.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There is a downside to equality. You're right about that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Equality means no men and not women and children first.
You know,
Children
you
and
breaking code.
everybody else.
That's right.
My wife says she don't want to be equal. She breaking code, ain't she?
Now
Hey,
I don't know if y'all
smart.
be on TikTok, but when a woman is happily married, that equals slavery,
Yeah.
oppression. You oppressing that woman.
You a
You
president?
controlling.
My post yesterday, I said you've allowed me to grow under your covenant. I'm not oppressed. I'm happy.
Because
You know that.
what's the main topic going around, floating around? 50-50, right?
Oh wow, I'm good.
So if we equal,
I need a full 50%.
we split, we split everything down the line. Even when we at dinner. Hey baby, Zell me half of this check right here. Dipping off.
Yeah, they
That's
ain't doing
equality,
that.
right? You can't get no more equal than 50-50.
No. Nah.
She not supposed to, like you said, that was a good observation. That's entitlement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look how she was acting. Look at her disposition as she making that video. She was disgusted with the men.
Yeah, she was
Because
disgusting.
she
Straight
expected
disgusting.
them to do it.
Yeah. And you know what? That's probably because, like you said, pretty privilege has landed her in them type of situations in the past.
Yeah, then came to a rescue so many times. Be
Yeah.
like,
And,
baby, you
and,
ain't got
and
to get that. I got that for you. Yeah. Hey, you too
the
pretty
first
to be
time
doing
they
that.
don't do it, she's distraught and disgusted.
Yeah.
And nobody tell you to take a trucker job.
At all.
You know what? And I've been saying that for the longest. These women that want all these women that want to be in men jobs. They taking a job. Every woman that's in a male space has taken a job from a man.
Well, you
Think
can't.
about that.
This is society has blurred the lines now to where it's people really don't believe in such thing called a male job. There is a certain jobs that women shouldn't be in. There's jobs that, and this goes both ways. Men are not good at certain roles in jobs where women dominate, and vice versa. And why can't that just be the case? I don't want a woman out there on the construction, digging up ditches and building stuff and all that. I don't want to. I don't want that. You
Or
know,
on the battlefield in the army. You know what I'm
I don't.
saying?
I don't want it.
You
I
know,
don't.
she need to be back at the barracks, working on them patients when they come in wounded.
When I get sick or something like that, I don't want like when I was a kid. I didn't want my dad to come in there and giving me medicine and taking care of me. I needed my
Right.
mama to do that.
You feel more comfort with your mama. Yeah.
Yeah, she knows how to
That
bring me
nurturing.
back to health. She knows that. Women know that, which is why they work best in medical, mental health, things like that can pull you back to life.
Nurturing.
That's the woman's superpower. Not to get out there and move boxes and dig ditches and all this kind of nonsense and
And that's what I'm saying.
fight crime and put out fires. No, man.
And long as it's gonna always be a problem as long as women are out of order.
Why are you sitting up here having women police chiefs and fire captains? Come on, y'all. Let's be sensible about this.
What
This
would it be like if the moon decided they want to be the sun?
Yeah, this ties back into what a man's role is. Once man abandons what his role is in life, chaos ensues.
Right.
So you have to get this is a society runs based on a patriarchal system. If it's ran in a matriarchal system, things don't that's not That's not the way society is built. That's not the way it's been designed from the beginning. That's not God ordained, even from a religious standpoint. God is the
In
head.
no religion, nobody's
No,
in
and none of them.
Bible. Yeah.
None of them. God, man, wife, children. That's the order. So once you put the woman ahead of the man, and see, if you say things like that, the women now today, they take offense to this, but it's not an offense. It's a protection. Man is
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be there to protect you and the children that you bear.
Okay, since you said that, Cool Review said a while ago, you know how the women are claiming that they are the least protected, the black women.
Oh, that's nonsense.
And well, you know what? They might be right. Let me tell you why. It's hard to protect somebody that won't listen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
If I say, "Hey, I don't go over there," or "Do this," or make sure you do this or do that," everything a man you telling her to do is part of you protecting her.
mm-hmm.
But they too busy. Want to buck, want to run the show, want to do it the way they want to do it, and then they step outside of the umbrella of your protection.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying? So under those pretenses, they might be the least protected, but not but it's their fault.
yeah.
But
What,
outside of that, I don't see where they the least protected. How is this? How is this?
no, they're not the least protected. And a lot of the fault can come back on the man too, because most of most I'm speaking on a black experience. I grew up black. I got everything. This is what I know. I don't know about those other groups like I know black people. Most of our families are ran by a dominant woman, a matriarchal system. In my opinion, I think this is why we have so many problems within our community. Uh, a lot of these women are raising these, especially the boys, and it turns out when you look at the prison system, where do most of them come from?
Single parent mother homes.
When you look at the boys that turn out to be, a little flamboyant and things of that nature, where do they come from?
But isn't that because the man choose to leave and the woman chose to stay? The woman chose to stay and raise them kids, and the man he
No,
left. He went to go
no.
have kids by a whole bunch of other more women.
A lot of times
It,
the man wants to take his kids with him when he leaves.
men,
Huh?
men, yeah, it
But
takes
but 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 they don't. But they get fouled on that.
it takes both, right? Especially men, have not stepped up to the plate. To be honest with you, the men today are not like the men in our granddaddy's era. We just not. The way we move, the way we behave, how we carry ourselves, it's just not the same caliber of men. Until we
I
get back to that, I think we're gonna
I
have
I
problems.
gotta disagree with you. Uh, I think you're right. They're not the same caliber of men. You're right. I gotta agree with that part. But as far as men not stepping up to the plate, I just gotta disagree with you on that. Because a lot of men that step up to the plate, but they get so much pushback. They get pushback that our grandparents didn't get, that our
Oh
grandfathers
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
get.
yeah, definitely, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These women feel like because they can get child support, they got a college degree, they can get job, they can do all of this stuff, they get Section 8, that they don't need you. You know what I'm saying? So there's men that wants to be there or they want to step up, or they even be willing to take the children, but they get fought on all of that. They get fought way more than our grandparents did on that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, women have a lot of freedom. Well, like you said, all of the
I've seen it a lot, bro.
yeah.
And but I also seen what you talking about the caliber of man that a lot of these men are now,
I mean,
and
you
and that goes back to and it kind of go hand in hand. One part of the reason why the women are out of line, out of order, is because they've been duped by the feminist movement. All right, and that's part of the reason. The other reason is, like you saying, they don't want to follow weak men.
But what about when a guy do step up and this happen? I want
Not
to say this
mine.
for y'all.
I mean, I had a daughter,
Had
but yeah, well, I found out about a year ago that she wasn't mine. So it's kind of
a year ago.
yeah.
How old was she?
16, right?
You had
I was
so
doing
you
a
had a
trust
daughter
fund.
for 16 years.
Yeah, I was doing a trust fund, and then my accountant and my lawyer was like, "Yo, this is kind of big. You should take a DNA test so we can put it in a folder." I'm like, "All right." So I tell us a COVID test, swab, home test. Not mine. I'm like, weird. It's probably just a cheap test. Get a better one. Do it again. Not mine. Ain't no way. I could have swore my mom was a virgin. Obviously, I didn't know how big my dick was back then, so everybody felt like a virgin in the beginning.
Hey, yo.
So I'm like, ain't no way. So I research and I find the
Oh,
best genetic doctor. Fly him to my home, take the test.
But at this
Not
point,
mine.
she knows that it's a DNA test.
No. I'm like, baby, my assistant have COVID. Oh, another one got COVID. I just want to check everybody.
What was the conversation like with the mother?
So she was with me in Miami for like 2 weeks or whatever. And it was time for me to bring her home. I kind of kept it quiet. And she goes in. I'm like, hey, tell your mom to come outside. Her mom will come out. And she's like, oh, hey, I need some money for this. I said, okay, that's fine. Here, I handle the paper. She opened. Ain't no way. Whatever. I'm taking my own test. I'm like, well, you can have some hair right now, boo. This is the best way you can get. I mean, I had a daughter. But yeah, well, I found out about a year ago that she wasn't mine. So it's kind of
a year ago.
Yeah.
How old was she?
16. Right?
okay. So yeah, that I've seen that too. I've seen that. I know some people that haven't too.
Me too.
And you
So
know, like there, even back in the day, stories I've heard. See, you know, they always say Papa was a Rolling Stone, but they also said Mama's baby, Daddy's maybe.
Maybe.
And a lot of them men's from old, right or wrong, they stayed not knowing or knowing that was the mailman kid.
Right.
they didn't have DNA tests back then.
Nope.
This baby don't look like me, but them men stayed. But man,
That's a
see,
lie.
you, I noticed one thing about some women. You always got to say some, not all. They don't tell the whole story. Was Granddaddy mean and kicking ass because he knew you wasn't his? He found out Grandmama was creeping. Is that why every now and then he put her in the headlock? I ain't saying it was right or wrong. He had to sit up and look at that other man kid in his house and raise that kid because just like they always say, Mama stayed because she needed him. Well, he needed her too, and he had to look at uh the Leroy's son every day, knowing that ain't his,
That's
and
a good
every now and then he might push her
Leroy.
down in the kitchen.
That's a good point.
They
Yeah,
don't like talking about that.
yeah.
That
Because
baby
back
don't look
then
like
they could see. Back then they couldn't prove it.
Can prove it. God. Man.
but
I think they need
that
to
was the
make.
role of a man back then.
I
You
think they
gotta
need to
stay.
make paternity tests uh, um, standard. I think
Bro,
paternity tests should be standard at the hospital.
I told my girl that before. I was like, you know what? I don't understand why it's not a mandatory testing for the man to make sure. And she was like, well, what if they married? Man, what does that? That don't mean nothing. No, you need to make sure that that kid is his. It's obviously yours, but that's not right that they don't do that. I 100% agree with that.
You know why they don't do it, don't you?
Mm-mm.
Because they don't want to break up no homes. You got a new baby here.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And then that's the last thing they need at that moment is
They business, right?
a new home with a new baby. That's why they don't do that.
And not to mention what could potentially happen in
Yeah,
that environment. A man finds out that's not his, ain't no telling what he could do. So that's
yeah.
true.
'Cause some people be
So
crashing out.
hospital can't be liable for that. That's a valid point.
Yeah, because we live in crash out era.
Oh yeah, yeah.
you know, they said damn near 40% of fraternity tests always come out that the child doesn't belong to the father that think that's his kid. They said damn near 40%.
So what does that say about women? Women always trying to say we cheaters.
Nah,
But you know, a lot of men, I don't know, are kind of spineless in a way. They would never get a fraternity test at birth. Women with, because if you ask a lot of women, he better not do it. I'll leave him. Why? Knowing that it's
Okay.
all.
I'm glad you brought that up. Okay, spineless men. Okay, that you just gave one example. A woman to tell you that had dudes scared to ask for a paternity test, but you don't trust me because they don't want the drama. All right, and they'll have men scared to ask for a prenup because they don't want the drama. They'll have men, they got dudes going. They got men going to baby showers now, bro. I done been a couple of them, and I told that last one I went to last year.
I went to a baby shower that was about a month ago.
See, I went to one last year, and I check this out. I came back and I told it was one of my barbers, right? I came back and I told him, I said, bro, I ain't going to more damn baby showers. I said, men got to stand up at some point. I said, because y'all blurring the lines too much. I said, we got to put our foot down somewhere, bro, because this is getting bad. You women, all y'all got to do is act like you got attitude with us, and we you know what I'm saying? We bend into y'all way. I said, what happened to real manhood? This is ridiculous. I said, a baby shower was meant for women to go shower with the lady and give her tips on nurturing babies and all that stuff. This was never meant for a co-ed, a unisex event, bro. And so I told him, man, I ain't going to more baby showers.
Well,
So here it is. My son had a baby shower for his baby last week. Guess where I was at?
The baby shower?
At the house.
Oh.
There you go.
We got to stand up, dog. I'm serious. We got to start at some point, dog. Bro, I seen dudes, they get done in because they scared to ask for a prenup. You know what I'm saying? We started with the white man. The white man was the first one to drop the ball. You see what I'm saying? One thing I say about the white men in America, they had it under control at the beginning. They had it under control. They wouldn't even let women vote. Think about it.
They did. I mean, they had their thumb over.
They had it under control, bro. Okay, so you give them a little leeway. Okay, we can let them vote now. We're gonna let them go on certain jobs. They can get, we're not gonna keep them out of no. Before you know it, we had baby showers. We scared to ask for a prenup. You see what I'm saying? So it's just time for men to start being men, bro.
Is it possible?
As a matter of fact, this is how I got on that topic right here. We were talking about that. That's exactly what we were talking about. Men going to baby showers. But I mean, like, at what point are we just gonna stand up and be men? Kevin Samuels, what you got? Them women hate that.
Man, they hate him.
That dude, bro.
I ain't
Them
never
women celebrated when that dude died.
I haven't never seen nobody until Charlie Kirk got killed celebrate a man's death the way that he got celebrated when he died.
You talking about men being men? Well, a lot of women missed his whole point.
He was helping them out.
He was helping them out. They missed it. You want a man to be a man? You get in a position to get the man you want and let him lead you. But you have to put yourself in an area to where you can attract him and he'll lead. And he told me
it go both ways. If a man want a woman to be a woman, he got to be the man that he's supposed to be. And vice versa.
And he spent way many years telling men how they need to be that man Then he talked to women about being that woman.
Bro, nobody ever heard of him until he started talking about the women. He started talking to women. But telling them about
Because
themselves.
what fucked up the black community is we allowed ourselves to become a matriarchy. We allowed the women. You know, I didn't even know what a patriarchy was, but I always knew what the matriarch. All the
Yeah.
movies, the black movies, she's the
Matriarch of the
matriarch of the
family.
family, Big Mama. I didn't know what a patriarch was. All I knew was a matriarch.
Yeah.
Happy wife, happy life.
Madea.
Fucked us. Medea.
Mm-hmm.
And her husband somewhere bubbling it up. Okay, baby.
But you know what? Hey, it's funny you say that because they take pride in that. They in the black community, they even joke about it all the time.
Yeah.
You know, about the black woman about to go upside that man head. He better be quiet. You know what they say? What they say? Peace in the home. How they say it? Dang, how they say it? Oh yeah. Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah.
You know.
You know, those are the same men that was a part of the silent generation. They really screwed us on two fronts. You know, and it's unfortunate.
You going back?
Maybe
You
they
going
just
back that far?
maybe they just didn't know no better. They had to be silent at home with their wives, and then they had to kind of be silent at work with the white man too. They literally couldn't ruffle no feathers nowhere.
Nah, I don't think that's where that started, bro. The silent
The
generation
happy
that was
wife,
all
happy
right.
life.
I think the silent generation was all right. I think it started with the baby boomers. I think it started with them, bro.
Because when we look at the duties and obligations of a man, we are supposed to be leaders. And anything with two heads is a freak.
Hmm.
So our our obligation and our duty is to lead our women. And we have to put our foot down. All that happy wife, happy life shit is what fucked us. And this is what women are. It's like women don't know what they want. Men don't lead no more. Men don't take control, but then they say don't lead and control me. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's a conundrum right there. You know, uh, in a lot of different ways, women really have attained power over the black man. What do y'all think about that? Do you think
The
that's
the
Just like
political
go ahead.
politically politically women have been given power over black men politically. Why? Because they know it goes back to voting, and it goes back to spending. We got to understand spending. It, nobody spend more than black women. I don't think they have spending power, but they don't understand that there's no actual power in spending. They are consumers. They are spending. So a lot of the laws, a lot of the incentives go towards women. Look at this. One thing I've noticed. Back in the day, white women, when we talk about uh white women would lie on black men for doing crimes and stuff. Now it's black women that do it. A lot of the
Right.
things that we used to only think white women would do to black men, black women are doing it in mass.
Exactly.
It's a video on TikTok where black women are sitting down talking to the KKK about exterminating black men.
Yeah,
extremely?
we got. I didn't know about that one, but you know, you got that. What's that? The women that what they divest themselves from black men. What they call them?
Oh yeah, divestors.
Yeah,
Hmm.
they dividing themselves from black men. It's just ridiculous. It don't make no sense. All it is, that's a bunch of salty women who was unsuccessful in their relationships with men. That's all that is, bro. And they done given up out of bitterness and defeat. They done learned to be helpless.
Is it possible for both of you would agree that black culture is ran under the matriarchal system, right? There's more, like you said, when I was growing up, man, I'm going, and my granddaddy was in my life, but when I would tell people growing up as a kid, I'd be like, yeah, I'm going over to my grandmama's house. I
Yeah.
would never say I'm going over to my granddaddy's house. You know what I
Yep.
mean? So it's
Everybody gonna say
ingrained.
grandma.
It's ingrained in us to.
Now you saying that, it was the same thing too. Because on my mom's side, my parents were together always to death, right? But you're right. We did say grandma house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even today, I'm a grown man. You know, my parents are still married, but if I'm talking to somebody on the phone, be like, hey man, where you at? Yeah, I'm over at my mama's house. I'm like,
Yeah. It's your daddy
why am
house
I
too.
saying that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like my daddy is right. My daddy could be right next to me, and I said, yeah, I'm at my mama's house.
I had to get my son to realize that one day. And well, on more than one occasion, I pointed that out to him. I said, "Man, listen." I said, "I'm finna show you something." I said, "Now, what you just did a while ago, would you have done that to your mom?" Oh, oh no, you right. You see what I'm saying? So I'm done it on a couple occasions to get him to realize, you know, how he is, how partial he is to to his mom. And I ain't in no competition. I just want him to realize, you know, what he's doing. You see what I'm saying? And we don't realize it, like you said, in the black community, it's automatically, it's almost innate that we lean to the matriarchal side of the operation. Now look, but this is what I don't like. This is when we're talking about men being men, right? Uh, you remember doing the election with Kamala and all that?
Yep.
Uh, you remember what's his name? What's old boy name? That had on the "Vote Like a Black Woman" shirt.
Roland Martin.
Roland
Oh,
Martin.
Lord.
Come on, bro. That's a perfect example. Why would
He,
we be following our women?
he know what he doing. That because men like him are part of the problem. That he thinks, and his mannerisms, his behavior, his voting pattern, everything he does revolves around keeping the black woman happy. And then this is again, black people are supposed to be one in certain aspects, not in voting and things like that. So a lot of times these discussions can be turned into black man versus black woman, but it's not that. Just because you say there's roles between men and women, they don't mean that you compete against each other. And I think
That's right.
that's why I think conversations fall apart when we start having these discussions like this. That when we say, hey, we should not follow this, we should not follow our women when it comes to certain things. That doesn't mean that we're against women or hate black women, anything. But it's always manipulated to feel like that. So if you say, yeah, if you say you're against that, what he said, that shirt that he wore as a grown man saying, vote like a black woman, you're following in behind the black women, their voting patterns. That doesn't, I mean, that it hurts us, right? It hurts us
Yeah.
more than anything else. And it's hard to really have a conversation with people who are 100% sold on the idea that this is the right way to go about it. And
Right. Me and him can even have a conversation after I see him with this shirt on, bro.
But
Just
I mean, when we look at the preachers, I mean, I just gotta be
they
honest. Pussy
cater
pandering paid.
to it
Pussy pandering paid. Derek Jackson, still getting paid.
still, even after getting exposed, they don't care.
he right. So even after getting exposed, just like Jamal Bryant, both of them got
Yeah.
exposed.
It don't matter if you,
Who-
as long as you say what they want you to say, you'll always be in their good graces. It don't matter what you do. You could be a low life, but as long as you say what they want you to, you good.
And
That's what I said. You
like you
wear that
said,
shirt, Roland Martin. No, he wore that. He wore that shirt. Oh man, he got every move.
his views went up. I guarantee you, his
Yes,
subscribership went to the roof when he wore that shirt.
he know where his
And
butter.
And the 92% went over there hitting that subscribe button.
I'm telling you, if the Republicans show up with enough black men, oh man,
He's right about that.
shit'll
He's right
get
about
real.
that. That is a segment that the Republican Party can dominate. Not dominate, but if all you have to do is
Tap into.
take a big bite out of that portion, they'll never lose.
Never.
Democrats, they rely on they have to have at least 87 to 88% of total black vote in order to win elections.
Yeah.
You know you're going to get 95, 92, 95% of black women that's going to vote Democrat. We know this.
But you
But
know
if you
what?
can chop it
But you know
down
what I've
to
been
where
seeing lately?
if you can chop it down to where only maybe 78% of black men vote Democrat, you take 22% out of that, Republicans will never ever lose.
You get you it might sound crazy. You get you a polished Charleston White. You get you a polished Charleston White.
Dollars, yeah.
On the Democrat side, that's gonna keep it 1,000. We tired of paying child support for kids ain't ours. We tired of these women divorcing us and taking our shit. We demand fraternity tests. We tired, of all the rights and privileges given to black women in the LGBTQ. What do black men get? We here too. We are tired of not being seen. You get a black Republican talking like that,
You'll get 60, you may get 40% of the black man vote. You do that.
we want our families back. We know what a woman is. You cannot tell us a woman ain't a woman when we know what a woman is. We are tired of it.
But you know
You
what?
let a
My
black
algorithm,
Republican come out like that.
yeah. You know what? My algorithm though been showing me a lot of black women kind of conservative.
I've seen that.
Yeah,
I've
my
it's,
algorithm been
but
serving me
it's
that.
it's not enough of them because it's just never gonna be like that. You know what I
But
mean?
what I like about the ones that are like that, I don't know. It might. 'Cause they say they starting to wake up. Because what I like about the ones that are like that, they stiff, they solid,
They are. They're not
solid dog.
movable. Yeah,
They
they are.
solid. They
They're
want
not.
all the smoke. They want all the smoke too.
I agree. I see it a lot. A
Yeah.
few
It just that sisterhood. A lot of black women don't want to go against that sisterhood. Man,
instances.
that sisterhood is dangerous.
But the ones that do though, when they do turn, they ready for all the smoke, bro.
You
I'm
know,
telling you, I've been seeing some solid ones.
yeah, because some of the older ones, I seen they noticing that they got played. That everything that the Democrats and the strong black woman movement, the womanist movement told all them was lied. And now it's like, hold on, we got to do something different. But that you see how they came after Nicki Minaj. So whatever woman that want to go up against them, more
They
power
going
to them.
they gonna have to be. You're gonna have to have a strong backbone because they
But,
gonna
but,
come
but
after you. They
yeah.
coming.
Now
They gonna try to ruin your
y'all
life.
seen those black women and and this thing and this another thing. We just got through saying that, bro. Why the women even that they leading that, bro? They got that Chicago flips red. You seen that? They got a Philly flips red too. Now the speaker on that I seen him. He was black. He was a black man. But every time I see the Chicago flips red in Chicago, it's usually black women talking.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
but they wear these red shirts and say Chicago flips red.
I would love to see more of that. I would
Oh
love
man, they be down there at the city council. They be down there whooping head, boy.
to be they be letting them have it in this.
Yeah, they be down there whooping head, boy. And like you said, we get black women like that, and that's willing to go against those other black women.
I'm
Like
telling you.
you said, they losing family, friends, all that behind this man. But one thing I can say Trump's presidency has done is show people is help show you who people are around you. You know what I'm
I,
saying?
I agree.
And you know, the Democrats might be thinking, "Oh, Reggie Coon," so show me the Reggie Coon. No, it showed you that you're not the friend that you claim you were. You see what I'm saying? You're not the friend you claim you were. That's what it's showing.
And the thing I've always said, right, when I first came out in strong support of Trump the first time, I wasn't running away from anything. I said, if you all you got to do is ask me why. If I'll have the conversation with any of y'all,
But they can't do it.
and I'm a simple person. I said,
They can't
I
do it, bro.
I align. I don't call myself a Republican. None of that. I don't do that. What I would call myself is a conservative individual. I'm an individual first, and I'm conservative in my values and with my money.
Yep.
Both of those things align more with the Republican Party and with this presidential
At
candidate
this time.
at this time. I don't
Yeah.
know what 10 years is going to look like. I'm talking about right now.
Just like same way the Democrats move further to the left.
That's right. They could come back towards the middle, and I could find somebody 10 years from now where they make sense.
Yeah.
They speak in my language, and maybe the Republicans do something that I don't like. I'll vote for that Democrat. I'm not tied to a party. I'm tied to right now what's going on in my life as an individual, what's best for me, what's best for my family. As it stands right now, I don't believe in you can just should be able to have abortion at up to 9 months and six, all that crazy stuff y'all talking about. I don't I don't believe in transgenders. I don't believe in having surgeries for kids. I don't believe in gay marriage. I know people have been like, oh no, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in the ideologies that the Democrats have right now.
My
I
thing is this.
I don't believe that a man can be a woman. I don't believe that a woman can be a man. I don't believe that men belong in women's sports. I don't believe that men belong in women's bathrooms. Think about what I've just said just a minute. Jay, if people would just pause and think what I said, what sane person could disagree with what I just said?
A bunch of
You can't be in my opinion, the
it's
things
what they saying.
you
It's what they saying.
if you disagree with anything that I just listed, you have your mind has been warped and manipulated in such a way that I can't reason with you at this point. So nothing I said was radical. It was everything that I said. Most of the population
But
believed 20
Reggie,
years ago.
but
Everybody
what you got
believed.
but Reggie, what you're not dealing with the idea that those views, you dealing more with how can I say this? You dealing with the manipulation, the deception, the hatred. Everything that they do is driven out of that. They don't have time to rationalize anything. Every time, every day, every moment, almost as you speak right now, there's been another video, a false video, and a false narrative been put out right now on social media.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen all those videos where they say, "Oh, this kid is ICE agent is doing this," and you go back and somebody break it down and find out the original source of that video. It had nothing to do with an ICE agent. That wasn't an ICE agent in the video. What happened? This kid was da da da. It had nothing to do with ICE. And this is but this is the news that they're watching. This is what the algorithm is feeding them. This is what their friends and family. These are the videos they're sharing with them. They watching MSNBC and all of this here. So that's what you up against. You up to deception, manipulation, and all of that. So they can't see the stuff you just gave example of. They can't see past all that manipulation, deception, because why? It fuels their hatred, right? It fuels their opposition, you know, to the opposing, what they've been trained to see the opposing side, you know.
What you just said, side. When you choose a side, and that means that you planted a flag, and now that side, no matter what they do, you will agree with it because you're not going to move from that side. I'm not. I don't. My side is me, and when my values. I'm my own side. I'm not on right or left. Right now, I'm on the right as currently. But
Right.
if the right then start saying, "Oh yeah, well now we believe in transgenderism too," well, I just won't vote. I don't have to vote.
That's just vote.
I will withhold my vote, or I'll write somebody in. You let a conservative or a Republican and Democrat say the same things. I'm not voting for either one of them.
Yeah.
See, that's
Right.
so that's where if people can get to that part of it and not just choose red or blue, Crips or Bloods the way it is right now,
Yeah.
and people will have to change. The candidates will have to change. They'll have
You know
to
what
act.
I've never agreed with? You know how you got Republican, Democrat, and then you got independent, right? I never understood why the independent can't never get in our way. I feel like they're an independent. I'd be able to run to the end. You know what I'm saying? They say, "Oh, he didn't have enough views to be on the final stage." Nah, I feel like an independent ought to be able to run to the end. You know, because I think once people really get to hear them to the end, or to the end of the battle, they might actually shift over to that independent.
The independent. Oh, you mean like a three-party system?
Yeah.
The independent don't have enough of a base.
Right, I understand that, but it's because, like you said, the partisanship and the loyalty to a party.
The
But
people.
if they let them still go in, stay in the race, and people start learning how to go on their views,
People want.
I think we might get an independent president.
The people want. People have been. People are very simple. They're it's always everything is two choices between people. If you've been this way for so long, you're not gonna move. You've entrenched yourself in a belief system, and you're not gonna get away from that. You're just not.
You know, I remember when Bernie Sanders ran, and the Democrats made sure he didn't win. And I don't think we'll ever get an independent president because the right and the left will work together to make sure that don't happen.
Absolutely, they won't let. They will not allow it to happen.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But man, we've been going for 2
Hey,
hours. I got to get up at 5:30 because I got to hit that gym. I got to stay in shape.
Me
You
too,
know what I'm
brother.
saying? Because
Yeah.
I'm still streets.
where you
So,
go? Oh,
uh, so, man, I appreciate y'all for coming on, man.
hey,
And
go on and shout out your show, your new show.
oh, hey, yeah, man. Hold on, I got to do it like this right quick. You know, so I got to give a real shout out to
Yeah.
Balloon Pop DFW. Hey, right now in Dallas Fort Worth, man, we need some fellas, bro. We are getting women signing up for the show. How can I get men? Do I need to come up to the barbershop? How do I get men to sign up for the show? We got bad females
You
signed
know,
up ready to go on the show.
bro,
We need,
men ain't trying to deal with that. Listen, you know what I noticed about the men when I watched these Pop the Balloon show.
yeah,
Especially I only watched the main one, the first one, Arlette,
yeah.
but I noticed that these men be trying to be they I was trying to let the women down easy. You know, man, just tell you ain't interested. All that old, but you look nice though, and da 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 da. They steady give them 1,000 compliments when they pop their balloon, bro. Just tell her you like they tell you, you know, uh, not my type. You know, he too short. You know what I'm saying? Some the women be they you know they give it to them.
Dog, do I need to come up to the barbershop to get to recruit? Like,
A lot of those
we
dudes
got
got women, dog, and they already got enough women problems.
all they got to do is come on the show, man. and they might meet them a real nice lady. Ain't
Bro,
nobody gonna see it.
It's
you
more
gotta think
single.
about it. You gotta think about it. They've been watching all those pop the balloon shows, and they ain't seeing no substance.
It's more single women than it is single men too.
That's actually single.
Yeah, because those women on them shows, man, they be popping the balloon for the most with the trivial stuff, bro.
Artificial, you trivial, yeah.
Yeah, they be like, his shoes dirty.
That's what make the show though.
Yeah, that's what make the show.
I understand what you're saying, but they can't find no match like that, bro.
Man, I gotta figure it out. It looked like we're gonna be shooting. My boy just texted me actually while we was online. We will be shooting our next episode. Let me pull it up. Da 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 da. Damn, how the hell?
Yeah, I seen the one you had. They had a girl come out there for the lineup to see the lineup.
Yeah, we had a stud, bro. You know that. Hey, they
You had a
studs looking
stud
for
come
love
out there,
too. I asked her, could I cook her dinner? She said, nah.
man.
Yeah, we shooting on the 27th. Our next shoot is on the 27th. So I gotta find a way to get some fellas.
I'll hit you up. I'll see if we got somebody.
Yeah, man. We shoot on the
All
27th.
my friends are married, bro.
Shoot, we shoot
So
here
I
in
see if
Dallas.
you guys- Well, and how do y'all do it? Like age groups or what? Because you had some 50-some-year-old women on there on the one I seen.
Look, this the thing. This is what my vision. You know, I want this as realistic as possible. And realistically, in the dating market, older men date younger women.
Yes.
And then you got older women that date younger men. So we gonna mix the ages up. One
Okay.
thing that, like, when I be watching some of these shows and they be having like the old edition, the auntie and unc, it don't really hit like that.
Yeah.
But when you mix the ages up and it's uncomfortable, women don't like it. Men, we used to it. If I'm 53 and I'm standing next to a dude that's 25, all right, Playboy, do your thing. But it's something about women when
Older women and younger women standing next to each other, that's not gonna work.
they don't like it. I stand next to a dude that's 25, say, dog, shit, if you can get her, get her.
Yep.
But women don't, they don't like that competition.
Yeah. They want different. They're not gonna do that. They're not gonna go for that.
So yeah, we for sure mixing the ages up though. We ain't having an
Yeah, 'cause
old
you had
group.
some
No,
50-year-olds
we
on
mix.
that first one.
Huh?
You had 50-year-olds on the first one.
Yeah, we had a lady that was 50 something,
You had a
and
couple
we
of
had a
them.
woman that was 24.
He said a couple of them.
Yeah. You know, but that's the dating market. And it's not like the old days either where 20 somethings hung out with 20 somethings and then you had the 40 and up crowd. Now they all in this, you go to Sunday brunch, it's 21 to damn near 70 at brunch at the day parties.
Mhm.
They all in there. The internet done brought everybody and everything. You got the transgenders, the gays, the young and the old, all in the same buildings, smoking on the same hookah,
Hookah, yeah. They right
working to the same music. There is no boundaries. Like, let me ask y'all this on the way out. Would y'all go to the club with y'all kids?
No.
I see so many women in the club with their daughters.
A lot of them women be trying to compete with their daughters.
Bro,
Yeah,
I
that's
was
weird.
I went to this spot called Lava Cantina. Oh,
Oh,
Lava
okay.
used to be out the chain. And this chick was in there, she was eyeballing me. She was looking good in the mud. So I walked up on her, I was shooting my shot. She was cheesing. You know, I'm like, yeah. The mother say, I know it's her mama. The lady next to her say, how old are you? Say, I'm 40 something. Oh, well, this my daughter. She only 25. I was like, oh, all right, cool. So I'm still
Right,
talking.
right.
What do you want with my daughter? I'm like,
Same
I
thing
want to
over
get to
with
know
women
her.
too.
The mama say she not interested. It look like she is. Nah, she good. You can leave. And I'm like, hold on. I'm thinking to myself, I walked off because hey, these women got way more protections than us. And all they gotta do is say a word and we in trouble.
Oh yeah,
But it's like you brought your daughter, and Lava Cantina is mature crowd.
yeah, it
You
is.
bring your 20-something-year-old daughter that look good as hell, probably how you used to look when she was in her 20s, to an establishment like this, and you don't think nobody gonna holler? You there
Nah,
thinking that
nah,
she gonna
she know they
attract
gonna
men?
holler, but she
Yeah,
felt like if you been her age, you should have hollered at her instead, and then she was jealous.
yeah. Your daughter. A lot of these women be setting their daughters out. They use their daughters for bait.
Mm.
So they thinking the dude's gonna come talk to the mama because the daughter there. No, we talking
No,
we
that's
talking
what
to the
she
best
expected.
looking one, and in a lot of cases, the daughter look better.
What
You
she expected for you to do when she told you that's my daughter. She expected you to say, "Oh, okay. So how you doing though? What's your name?"
yeah, up there
You
cheese.
know,
Mm-mm.
you got
I
a daughter. This okay. You look good for your age, and she expect you to move on over to her. That's what she wanted.
dog. Some of us can go to the car lot, and it can be a 2026 Benz and a 1986 Benz. Some of us can walk off the lot with the 26. It's somebody that'll buy that 86. But
It
guess
is.
what? The dude that working fries at McDonald's, he can buy it. You don't want that.
Nah.
Yeah,
You want the
she
dude
don't
that's gonna
want
get
that. She don't want that guy.
mm-mm. And that's the problem with the dating game a lot of times. You played yourself. Your daughter younger, vibrant, better looking, and when I take her out the country, she gonna be excited.
She
A
ain't
lot of
been there.
women call this manipulation. I don't think it is. But if I can do something for a woman and she appreciates it, not with that, oh yeah, I take myself there all the time. Oh, I do this all the time. Yeah, I've been there 4 or 5 times. They think like that's gonna make us work harder. No, I when a woman tell me, yeah, I've been there 4 or 5 times, you know what happened in my head?
Oh, I'm not going. I don't want to go there.
How many niggas you done how many niggas done took you there? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Exact
yeah,
reason why I don't want to go.
Yeah.
yeah.
I told my girl that. I said, wherever you done been, we're not going there because I
Yeah.
don't want to experience a place that you've been with
With
another
another
man.
man.
That's a man's mindset. Well, I don't want that. We're gonna have a new experience somewhere you ain't been. We can create our own memories and our own experiences. I'm not going somewhere that you've been.
Yep.
Cool reviews.
Or
Hit me up. I give you some feedback on a little show I seen. I just seen a couple clips.
okay, yeah. I uploaded a new one today with the dude because I uploaded the one with the stud, but I uploaded a new one today. It got a guy.
Yeah,
The
I
quality
seen
is a
it.
lot
That's the
better
one
too.
that had the little shag type haircut, like a
Yeah,
he
yeah,
looked just like a Dallas dude.
yeah. So yeah, that one a little bit better quality. So those are just like trailers. You know how you do trailers or demos or whatever. That's
Yeah.
what those were. And then we'll actually shoot the actual shows. I think I said the 27th. So cool. Get together, man. Let me know.
I noticed
Uh
you did something different than all the other Pop Balloon shows didn't do. You got the lineup sitting down.
so what we gonna do is the women gonna be or whoever the lineup is gonna be standing up the next one. But once they balloon get popped, that's when they sit down.
Oh,
So they're gonna come out standing up, and then once they balloon pop, they sit down. Cause
okay.
the thing is, bro, them shows be going for a while, and your legs get tired. These women
Yeah,
up here in heels, they feet hurt.
that makes sense.
So yeah, we're gonna let them sit down.
Yeah, because one of my feedback was because I thought you was gonna have him sitting down when the dude came out, but the dude they need to see that work, so they need to
Yeah,
be standing up.
yeah,
So that makes sense the way you just broke it down.
yeah. We're gonna have them standing up, And then once they balloon get popped, sit down. And hey, we're gonna make that motherfucker live, and we looking at Mexicans, Indians, all of them.
Yeah.
We catching the rainbow. No, I mean, well, I guess we did have a rainbow on the last one too.
Well.
I mean, we did.
All
All right, man.
right, man. Reggie, man, appreciate you jumping on. It would have just been me and Cool Reviews tonight. I don't know where everybody at tonight.
My other
Hey,
boy,
Huh?
my other boy Brandon hit me, and I didn't see it until the last minute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, hell, if Tim was here, boy, it'd have been live.
He leaned towards the other side, huh?
Yeah, big time.
That's
Yeah.
good. That's good. That's a good thing.
Yeah, I like when he on here because don't get him and Brandon on here together.
Oh boy. Next week though, it's on. I'll make sure to have them. Hopefully they both will come on next week and we can get it popping.
All right then.
All right, we out.
Good deal.
Yep.
All right.
Ooh, I got